Hello everyone, Jai Hind and welcome back to National Security Live episode 13. Today we are going to discuss something that may look like actually technology. It actually look like making a shocking statement. You see their face, you hear that the particular political leader or particular person never said whatever you see on that video. What if the entire video was created by artificial? And this is the world of deepfakes. Maybe let's welcome you all to the world of deepfakes. So today is deepfakes and democracy, the new weapon of information warfare. So before we begin, I would like to request our viewers kindly switch on using artificial intelligence. It can involve face replacement, maybe AI generated video, synthetic speeches, or AI generated audio. The technology like realistic. Earlier creating a convincing or manipulated media, it required considerable technical expertise. But today AI tools are like making every synthetic media increasingly accessible, and that creates a national security. As nationally as we always begin with like national security, firing a single shot. Imagine a fake video claiming that a military commander has surrendered. Let's lieutenant general of a particular front or a particular corps has surrendered. If there's one news on or one video like the government, before authorities can debunk it, before they prove it, before authorities go and verify it, people just start to believe it. People just share it in a mass scale. And this is where deepfakes become dangerous. The period between between the point of circulation and the reaction that particular false video creates. It can go with various impactful scenarios like election manipulation, as we have fake video maybe appearing just days or even hours before an election. A political candidate who appears to make a controversial statement. The video actually spreads across social media. People react. News organizations even begin discussing it. Why election is actually very slower than the misinformation? Because the correction process needs who just create deepfake, who utilize or manipulate this particular time. The damage to public perception may already have happened till it between deepfakes, real tension. Imagine a fake video which was showing an attack on a particular community, let's say a particular minority community, or maybe a majority community, or a fabricated audio recording which can claim that violence has started somewhere, or an AI generated statement maybe calling people into the streets. Even if the content is actually completely fabricated or maybe emotionally charged, even then also the information it carry, it can actually create real world reactions. This create a dangerous chain from fake contents to emotional reactions to rapid sharing to mobilization, even up to physical confrontation. And therefore deepfakes, it shouldn't be viewed merely as cybercrime or not as a technology problem. They can actually and potentially become a public order problem, and later on a problem of national security. Now as we are discussing national security, let's move on to bigger things, that is terrorism and extremist propaganda. Terrorist organization actually they have always understood the importance of propaganda. They have been using propaganda for the inception. Today artificial intelligence can potentially make propaganda even very cheaper, very faster and more sophisticated. A terrorist or extremist organization may or it could potentially use various synthetic media for maybe recruitment, propaganda, maybe for psychological operation, maybe a threat message, maybe a fabricated statement or narrative designed to create fear. Imagine a fake video of a, let's say, supposed attack being released before authorities have even confirmed what happened. Let's say an attack on Mumbai, okay? If it's such a fit in the whole country will come down until the till the authorities go and verify. It will take let's half an hour, and in half an hour probably billions of rupees would have been lost through stock market sellings or buying or whatever. The objective may not be physically attack the infrastructure. The objective of fake video is may not be just go and physically attack something. The objective could simply be to create fear, to incite economic loss, to incite fear, and does create economic loss. And fear itself can become a strategic weapon even. So foreign information warfare, if we now move with the concept of foreign information warfare, sorry. Now, as we are entering into geopolitical dimension, information warfare, it has existed for centuries, as we know, like at least 2 or 3 centuries. But technology has actually changed the scale of this and speed of it. A foreign state or maybe even a non-state actor now doesn't need to physically enter into another country to influence its population. It can attempt to influence like on public opinion, on debates, on even political debates, maybe social divisions, elections, trust in institutions, even perceptions of foreign policy. Through what? Through information warfare. Deepfakes could become one component of such influence operations. Imagine let's say, fabricated video of an Indian leader, maybe a leader for a ruling country, who is speaking to a foreign government, which he should not be speaking. Or a fake statement regarding India's military position, if says that India is going to attack this particular neighboring country, and even though it's a fake statement, it has actually happened. One military leader during the CJP protest, there were various deepfake videos for Indian military leaders, which later got as made by our beautiful neighboring country. Such fake videos of our military generals saying something they shouldn't be saying. Okay, so this is completely fake, and it took actually some time for authorities to identify them as fake. Until then, it has impacted something. It has impacted into the mind and heart of some people. Maybe some manipulated footage designed to create hostility between 2 countries. It can also create such footage can also create hostilities among 2 countries. The objective actually here is simple, just to create the confusion. And when confusion increases, there is a decrease in trust. Similarly, in military and strategic deceptions, now imagine, let's say, deepfakes being used during a military crisis. A fabricated announcement appears online. I have given example that something like this actually happened. Let's say India has ordered a military withdrawal from Kashmir, or maybe a particular military commander has been removed, or maybe enemy forces have crossed the border. Even if it is completely false, such information could actually create uncertainty among civilians. It can create panic in markets and even decision makers, which can lead to error-some decisions. This is why information warfare is increasingly connected with traditional national security. The battlefield is no longer now limited to physical territory. I have been saying this over and over again. People like me have been saying this over and over again. The information environment itself can become it has already become a battle space. Now there is a death of what we traditionally say as seeing is believing. Now this proverb, seeing is believing, it's a death. It's dead now. For generations we have actually operated with this simple assumption of seeing is believing. Whatever we see, yeah, we believe it. If we see a video, we assume that yes, this has happened. If we hear someone's voice, we assume that yeah, what he said or what they said, that we just assume whether they're right or wrong. That's something up to our judgment. But Sorry. But we just believe that yes, they said, they just conveyed this message, and we have seen that through our own eyes and heard with our own ears. But AI is sensing this assumption. Soon the question may no longer be, did I see this? But these real generations are the people I said who are more and more addicted to reels. It's not about age. Even some elderly people are more interested into reels than other things. This is just a bad effect of technology. Anyway, so before we watch any reel, we must verify it, particularly political content reel. Is it really some political agenda, or it is having some this creates something even more dangerous. Not only can people believe in fake information, they can also like start doubting genuine information. If we actually try to keep believing such informations, and after that, like, people, when there is even genuine information comes, people just become afraid of it happens. This platform generates such type of news over and over again, and when later on good information comes, the real information comes, people just say that it's really doubtful. A real video can be dismissed even as AI. A genuine recording even can be like perceived as a fake. This phenomenon can actually create something which researchers actually described as liar's dividend. It's called liar's dividend, where the existence of deepfakes give people an excuse to deny authentic evidence. What is called? It's called liar's dividend. And that can be extremely damaging to democracy, particularly with respect to our country, any democratic country. It's really disturbing. Now let's come down directly into deepfakes and democracy. Democracy, what it requires trust, right? Trust in elections, trust in institutions, trust in journalism, trust in evidence, trust in public communication. If citizens cannot determine what is real or what is fake, democratic debates becomes increasingly difficult. Imagine like let's say two political groups looking at the same video. One says it's real, another says no man, it's all AI. The neither side trusts each other. Now imagine this happening repeatedly. If it happens over and over again, the danger is not simply the misinformation. The danger is what we call information fragmentation. Nowadays, this liar's dividend and information fragmentation has become a bigger problem. It's a biggest danger to this information flow. Different groups begin living in completely different realities, and when citizens can't agree to basic facts, democratic decisions, it becomes much more harder to make. As a country, India, maybe with 1.4, some says 1.5, maybe a bit more, such, let's say 1.5 billion population, India actually faces particularly complex challenge. We have massive population. We are number one now in terms of population in the world, and we also have millions of internet users. Probably the number would go in billions or already have crossed. I actually don't know the actual data. Sorry. So we also have multiple languages, extremely rapid social media communications. We do have fast internet in India, and a highly diverse political and social environment. A defect created in one language can quickly be translated into another, even with the help of AI and online translators. It can be even edited or redistributed into another, maybe from platform to platform. Therefore, India's response, it cannot or shouldn't depend only on technology. We need multiple levels of information defense. First, we need detection technology. Second, we need platform responsibility, which is very important. And in the recent video of India's the deletion of certain short video of our prime minister from a meta platform has actually triggered this debate on platform responsibility, and particularly on the recent Delhi protest or recent CJP protest, from where I have been. Since the CJP protest, I have been making this video of national security live. So this responsibility of these digital media platforms, are they actually intermediaries, or are they actually biased? That's a big question. Okay. Thirdly, we need effective legal mechanisms. Our IT Act 2000, it's actually, like, even we had some amendments, probably. I don't know whether IT Act have amendments or not, probably yes or no. And also we have newly enacted this BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. These some sections of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and IT Act 2000 still deals with AI deepfakes and all, but I personally think, and a lot more people like me thinks, that we need more legal mechanism, particularly to handle social media, AI, big data, machine learning, and similar new and trending technologies. That's the third point, that is effective legal mechanism. Next is rapid government communication during crisis. The strategic communication during crisis is very important. Whenever crisis goes, we must have very good communication from the government side. It should be swift. Yes, India actually was behind in terms of crisis communication, whether it can be a national disaster, maybe war-like situations, or maybe a terrorist attack, or maybe any kind of disaster or unfortunate of event. The administration in India actually lacked in strategic communication, but after particularly now we see our defense forces have built a better strategic communication mechanism, which is actually reflected in Operation Sindoor, and we think it will evolve from this point, and we will go into a better direction of strategic communication during crisis. And lastly, the most important factor is public awareness, because the first line of defense against manipulated information may simply be an informed citizen who actually should pause before forwarding it to someone. So anyone who is watching this video, or anyone who is going to watch this video, please pause a second before forward a video to anyone. Just think just think whether this video is it genuine, is it real, or is it just another defect? Just think about it before forwarding to someone. So what's the information war of tomorrow? Looking ahead, AI is actually improving rapidly. The technology will become cheaper. Actually, yeah, it's become cheaper, and it's taking less and less internet to complete. I was asking one of my I started to use one of new AI platforms, new LLMs, that is large language models. I'll not take its name. And I said, I was doing some kind of research work, some analysis work, and he just, whenever I say something, that particular platform, that particular LLM just swiftly makes it. And I said, wait, you don't need to make it, just give me a summary, and before making the final product, before making the final app, or before making the final research project, yeah, give me a summary, and if it is good, I will tell you to go ahead with the final product, because I don't want you to go with much energy. I don't want you to waste much, no, a lot of energy of yours, because as we know, as we have been knowing, as AI, you use a lot more energy sources, a lot more even internet and energies wherever you are, maybe whichever country you are. It was a general thought, but yeah, that platform said me, yeah, no. Sorry, i I don't use that much of energy as earlier LLM models, earlier large language models, or my predecessors. I use relatively less energy, and it took me some days to actually verify it. And yes, it actually uses less energy, even less internet. It works on a very less bandwidth and does a better work. So AI is improving rapidly. Just before making this video live, I was using one LLM voice talk, and I just got an update that, but it got a new voice tune. It got a new voice pitch. I mean, some like yeah, I clicked on it, and the voice was so realistic, like human, like it's like machine human interaction. Okay, it understood my feelings, and it says with feeling. Okay, it smiles even. Okay, so I actually give her or give him, I said that since it's a female voice, I said her a big thanks, because and conveyed that please give my best feedback to your creator, because I feel it very good. I feel good talking with you, and I feel like I am talking to a human who has feeling. You see, it's just update of few minutes ago before I use this. Before I came to live, I was talking to AI on some particular stuffs, and I got this new voice. So you see, AI is improving so rapidly. The technology is becoming cheaper. I have told you example of another LLMs. So the tools also has become much easier to use. Now you see the pro version of Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, or maybe even Grok AI. It's becoming much cheaper. In India, it's much cheaper than even the pro version of USA or other Western countries. So these synthetic contents will also becoming increasingly difficult for ordinary users to distinguish from whether it is authentic or it's just AI generated. That means the information war of tomorrow may not be about who controls the largest television network. No, the television largest network, or as radio has gone like few decades ago, maybe 2-3 decades ago, the television in from this decade, probably the television is going down. It's becoming like old fashioned, or and one of the like outgoing technology. It may not even be about who has the largest social media following. No, it may not be like that. I don't have much following, but I'm not making these videos so that maybe 10,000, 20,000 people will watch me. No, I don't have that hope. Okay, I want just few hundred, maybe 100, 200, because I know very less people will be interested in such stuffs. But whoever watching this video, I want he or she get something from it. Okay, so there may not be a lot more follower, but if you are giving something good, people will like you, people will be influenced by you. I am doing good, I hope I am doing good with you. If I am giving real information to you, and you will feel better, you will learn more from such videos. But if someone is giving not so good in certain platform, you may even, or someone like you, whoever interested, he or she may also get influenced by that. So the most convincing reality, a hostile actor may not need to convince everyone. It only need to create very little, or just little bit of uncertainty to weaken the trust. That is the strategic significance of deepfakes. The big question, as we are coming to end of this episode, if reality itself can be manufactured, how does a democracy defend itself? Do we regulate AI generated content? Should platforms be required to label as synthetic media platforms? Should governments have like stronger power to remove harmful defects? How do we like balance national security with freedom of expression? And perhaps most importantly, who decides what is real and what is deepfake? Who decides that? Maybe another technology decides, that's right. Because if government actually it alone are not reliable at all. So involve technology, it should involve law coming to the end. Yeah, I have spoken a lot, I think. Please do comment, okay? Anyway, mice are not automatically a national security. Means when the synthetic media is deliberately weaponized. For what? The future of national security, it will therefore not only depend on protecting our borders, it will also depend on protecting our information environment, because in future, which is information. Episode here we discuss as knowledge is strength and what is verify before you believe. Our channel and like